come here, Mike. But not as the man she knew. The old woman opened the door and gasped. Standing in front of her was a tall, handsome stranger, and yet it was the most beautiful man she had ever seen. He was wearing a tailored suit that looked expensive. His hair was neatly combed. His jawline was strong and defined. His eyes were a piercing blue that seemed to see right through her. The stranger smiled, revealing a set of dazzling white teeth. "Hello, Maham! Is this the residence of Mr. Williams? Why, yes. Are you here about the newspaper article?" "Yes, Mom. My name is Thomas. I am Mr. Williams' son." The old woman's eyes widened in surprise. "Son? This man couldn't possibly be her Frank's son. Frank was her husband. He passed away 10 years ago. At the time, he was only 45. The couple had 2 children, a boy and a girl. Their son was only 5 when it passed." The thought of him being all grown up and standing in front of her was too much to bear. She stepped aside, her eyes brimming with tears. "Come in, Thomas," she said, her voice shaking. As soon as they entered the house, the old woman noticed a framed picture of Frank on the wall. It was a picture of him when he was young, full of life and vigor. The woman's eyes fell on the picture and then on his son, trying to find any resemblance between them. She did notice his piercing blue eye, but other than that, there was no resemblance whatsoever. Thomas sat down and introduced himself properly. He told her about how he was just 5 years old when he moved with his dad and stepmother to another city. He told her about how his dad always spoke fondly of her and how he wanted to meet her. He even pulled out a picture from his pocket. In it, a very young Thomas was holding on to his father's hand, his face pressed against his dad's leg. The old woman's heart melted. It was indeed a very touching story, and yet something about the man's appearance made her suspicious. She couldn't quite put her finger on it. Why did he suddenly want to meet her after 10 years? What was his real motive? As the man stood up to leave, she asked him, "Thomas, why did you really come to see me?" There was a long pause. "Well, I was just curious to meet a woman my dad always spoke so fondly of. Is there a problem?" His tone was polite, yet there was something in his eyes that was hard to read. The old woman let out a deep sigh. She couldn't shake off this feeling that something wasn't right. As she watched him leave, she couldn't help but think that he wasn't just any man. There was something powerful and magnetic about him, like he was hiding something beneath that charming smile and piercing gaze. That night, the old woman couldn't sleep. She tossed and turned in bed, her mind racing with thoughts. Who was that man? Why did he come to see her? Was he really Frank's son? Or was there more to the story? The questions kept her up all night, and as the sun rose, she knew she needed answers.